What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the episode of Max Stack Motorsports. We're here again with another video. As you guys can see, we're looking at our OEM stock cat stock manifold on the 2009 Honda Civic. Yes sir, at that time we're going to be making our derby header today. Again, one of the most favorite things to do when building these cars. You guys see them all the time on videos, pictures. You have the headers coming out the hood. So yeah, we're gonna make one today with our Civic, which I'm looking forward to. Hopefully everything goes pretty good. Yeah, O2 sensor here. Obviously we're gonna try to weld a bung into that, into our upright header. I kind of have a makeshift one already in the car. I'll show you guys that. But pretty much what we're gonna do, remove this manifold, and then we're gonna trace out the bracket, trace out the holes. Pretty much what we did with the bash bar on our beautiful GTI as it sits right there. We're gonna trace everything all out, grind it all, smooth it all out, do our holes, and then hopefully it mounts. And again, I'm gonna have to figure out what type of holes or how big of a hole I'm gonna do as far as the actual exit. The good thing about this car, obviously, the manifold's right in the front here. I took out this little fan. This was the AC condenser fan. That's gone as well. Gives me a lot more room when it comes to getting everything done. So yeah guys, welcome back again to another video with our figure 8 car. Let's get this manifold off and start getting our header ready to go. There we go, guys. There's the cat out, as well as this pipe. So I believe this is part of the EGR system. Again, I'm probably going to put that, it's right there, back on, and I'm just going to have it go down and out. It was plumbed into the exhaust after the cat, so obviously it exited out the back. But yeah, I was going to try to re-weld it into the header, but I think I'm just going to let it do its thing. But you can see on this R18 Civic here, yeah, such a weird manifold. I mean, this thing right here, I mean, I'm sure you can get a pretty cool little setup, run some boost. I think a company, Full Race, makes an actual pretty cool turbo kit for it. So just something to think about in the future. But yeah, look at that, eh? Pretty weird. But again, happy everything came off okay. All the studs are all right, the bolts and whatnot. And then you can see right here, we have our header, or our cat. So yeah, I'm gonna try to sell that. And then what we're gonna do now is trace out the flange, and that way we can do our welding. But this is kind of what our end goal is, guys. These are from the Tercel that I ran a couple years ago. Again, not the prettiest thing, but I think it'll be pretty funny to see it coming straight out of the hood like this. Of course, it's gonna sound absolutely terrible, but yeah, that's what it's all about. So let's start tracing out our flange and get that all cut up and smoothed out, as well as our holes, and then we can work on the type of piping that we're gonna need to get our hood stack going on. There we go, guys. There's our flange. Oh, it's still a little hot. Again, so let's go do the test fitment and then we can drill our holes. Again, I'm probably gonna use this one right here. Obviously gotta make it a lot bigger and put one on this side. I'm gonna cut the pipes off the old header and then we're all good. We're ready to weld them up. There's our two pipes, guys. Again, so we're gonna put these together just like that. I'm gonna try to get these two in here. Hopefully it should sit perfectly for what we have to do. And then yeah, maybe give them another coat of paint. If not, no big deal. Right out the hood, and again, one of these we're gonna have to weld the O2 bung in just to make sure that we can at least have the thing running right. Sorry, but I mean, even if we don't, it's not that big of a deal. I'll just run insanely rich, so we'll see how it goes. But making progress here, guys. Doing it in the side of the house here with the G badge. Yeah, another really hot day here, especially with all these tools. So we're just chipping away. But yeah, I have to widen up one of these holes as well. This one right here on the flange. Gonna go double check that, and then we can start putting our holes in the center. All right, well, here we go, guys. Now it's time to weld. I mean, it doesn't look the best, but should hopefully work out. Boom, guys, there we go. The old popcorn special right there with our O2 sensor as well. Again, not really mandatory. These cars will run, pretty much any car will run without the O2, the primary. Again, it usually just riches them up, but yeah, that's our little header. Again, this thing is going to sound so stupid, but yeah, that's what it's all about. Again, I'm just going to grab my little sanding disc here and kind of clean the welds up just a little bit. It doesn't really make much of a difference, but after that, guys, we can put it on. We got to drill a hole through our hood as well. That way it can stick up through the hood. And then, yeah, maybe we'll get a good old cold start in there just to make sure everything works. After that, pretty much tie these things up. That way no rain and no dust and stuff can get down into our cylinders. But here is our header coming together as one. Yeah, as far as doing the header itself too, yeah, really easy for this car. I'm not saying it is easy to do, but as far as other cars go, it's usually pretty hard to do depending on the model, but this one for sure, no doubt, pretty easy. So yeah, let's grab the grinding disc again and just kind of clean these up, and then we're ready to mount it. There we go, guys. Oh my gosh, the welds are so bad on this, but yeah, that header is now installed. Again, we're going to use the factory O2 sensor. Is it going to do much? Probably not, but we'll see. Probably better than not using one. And again, because this is so local in the area as far as where the header is, we're going to use it. But I mean, if this downstream primary O2 sensor was like down there underneath the firewall and all that stuff, probably wouldn't care as much, but because it's here, I'm okay with it. The only thing I'm a little bit nervous about is just how close it is to the rad cradle. So if we do take a bump in the front there and this rad cradle gets pushed back, is it going to sever this line? I mean, I probably could have moved the sensor a little bit, but whatever, it is what it is. But yeah, what I'm going to do now, yeah, try to start it up, I think, for the first time since we've done the whole kind of maneuvering on taking everything out, moving the fuel lines, moving the battery cables, all that stuff. So moment of truth here, guys. After that, we're going to try to put the hood down. If I have to cut the hood tonight, I would try. If not, not too big of a deal. At least the hood can sit on there for now. But yeah, there's our little header. Still got to put a mesh screen on our intake here so nothing gets in there. But as far as that, we're almost there, guys. Just a couple small things. So let's fire this thing up, see what it sounds like, have some fun. Alrighty, guys, so here we go again. First start, we're about to figure out if any of our stuff works, our wiring setup as well as our fuel setup. So let's get to it, guys. Alrighty, guys, so that was definitely a lot louder than I thought it was going to be. It's been a while for sure since I've been in one of these cars. I cannot wait to get it onto the track again. Just very happy that our power setup here, so this negative cable that goes to the ground on this chassis, I'm just so happy that that worked out, because in the past I've never done that, and I'm very happy that it did. So as well as the fuel pump works really good. We are going to be adding a breather to this tank, so a 3/8 breather to the one tube, just because it is a returnless system, which, I mean, all that vacuum is going to go in there at some point. It's going to have some sort of choke on it, so we'll be adding a breather to that. But yeah, that is the header install on our figure 8 car, our 2009 Honda Civic. Again, we're getting really close. From now on, it's pretty much just painting, doing the odd little stuff. I got to add a strap behind my seat here, so from this dash and around behind the seat, it keeps my seat from breaking if I do get hit in the back or in the front, and that way I don't be sliding around all over the place. And it actually is a really good thing to hold your hand on, so gotta get that done. A couple small things for sure. We have to paint the car. That is the next big thing as well. Just making sure the battery is charged, making sure the fuel pump works, all that jazz. So in the meantime, guys, again, I really appreciate you guys watching another video. It means a lot. I really cannot wait to get this thing to Georgetown Fair for the figure 8 race. But in the meantime, guys, you guys can follow me on Instagram at MaxStack Motorsports. As always, don't forget to comment, subscribe, and like the video. I hope to talk to you guys soon. Be safe and take care.